What's up, everybody? Welcome to Best Massage Tech, where today I'm taking a look at the LifePro Dyna massage gun. The Dyna was sent to me by LifePro. They asked me to check it out. As always, even though they did send it to me, all these reviews are going to be completely honest. And to be honest with you guys, I've actually been having some issues with this device as I was trying it. It's just been doing a few funky things where it will just kind of shut off on its own. And I don't know if it's that I don't have the battery fully charged yet or what's quite going on. So, maybe it happens while I'm showing you, maybe it doesn't, but just want to be fully transparent with that. But it does have a few unique features on it that I am happy to share with you guys today. A couple things that I haven't seen on massage guns before. So as always, I like to start out by showing what comes with the device out of the box, and then I'll dive in and talk a little bit about some of the specifications and features of the device. So let's check out what comes with it out of the box. So out of the box, everything does come in a convenient carrying case. It is a rectangular shaped case with a carrying handle. You've got two zippers with some silicone rubber, and the outside of the case is sort of a silicone rubber feel as well. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it does show fingerprints pretty easily on it. And I don't know if it's just that mine is dirty, but it does seem to show that a little bit. So obviously not a huge deal. The case is just there to protect it, but showing fingerprints on it isn't always the best look. So you see you've got the LifePro branding on it. And then inside the case, there's a little compartment for each piece. So you see here, I do have the device out already. So the device does come in here with no attachments attached to it. You also have the charging cord. In order to charge the device, just on the bottom of the device here, there's just a little hole. You plug it in, plug it into the wall. Once it's charging, there's a ring of LED lights on the bottom here that do light up, indicating the charge level. Once it's, I think there's 6 different lights. If all 6 are lit up, then it's 100% charged. If 5 are lit up, it's 80% charged. If 4 are lit up, it's 60% charged. 3 are lit up, 40% charged. 2 are lit up, 20% charged. And if only 1 are lit up, it's 5% or less. So it does take about 4 to 5 hours to fully charge, and I would definitely recommend doing that on first use. So once you go ahead and get it charged there and you're ready to use it, then you can pull out the other little case that comes inside, which is basically just a smaller version of the actual case, just no handle on it. And all your attachment heads are going to be inside of this. So got them all here. All the attachments do slip in and out real easily. You just pull them in and out and then just slip them back in. So in the device so far, I have what they call the absorber. It's very similar to the dampener attachment on the Theragun. It is a bit bigger in terms of overall diameter. This is probably my favorite attachment. It does have a little bit of give. It's a soft-sided attachment. And then additionally, you get 4 other attachments. So you get a round ball attachment, which also has a little bit of give. You have a flathead attachment, which this is the first flathead attachment that I've seen that's made out of the same material as all the other ones. So it's got some of that give as well. You also have a fork attachment, which is a little bit softer. And you have, sorry, that is a bullet attachment. And then you have a fork attachment, or they call it the spinal attachment. And this is also the first one I've seen that's made out of the same material. So this actually has some give to it and is soft and can squeeze. So first time I've ever seen that in this shape. Typically they're a hard plastic. So, I'm interested to use that and see how that holds up. So those are the attachments that come with it. You've got these 4 plus the one that I have in the device. Now the device itself does have a stall force of about 40 pounds based on what I've estimated just pushing against it. I will go ahead and turn it on and show that stall force here just so you guys can see that. But as I've said in the last few videos of mine with massage guns, I'm not as high on stall force as I used to be. Certainly for me, it's still something that I consider because I do like something that is definitely aggressive. But when you start to talk stall force, it's really only important for really deep tissue, highly aggressive massage. And most people at 40 pounds aren't going to be able to stall this just in its normal use. But I will go ahead and turn it on. So in order to turn it on here, you just have to twist the base of it. So as soon as I twist it, you see it lights up there. It does have an on-off marking on it right here. And then to actually turn it on, there's just a power button on the back. You just press it once and it's gonna light up and come on that first speed. And so there you go, it actually just shut off. That's what I was talking about earlier in the video. And I don't know what the issue is with it, but it's, I'm just having some issues. So just so you guys know, this is honest stuff with my reviews. This is something that's happening with it. LifePro sent this to me, but this is a problem. Certainly not something that you're gonna wanna experience on the first time purchasing this. So, and now it was having this problem earlier and it did eventually correct itself. So we'll see if it goes a little bit longer here. Try to increase the speeds. So now we got to go and I'll just show the stall force here. So that was on a relatively low speed and it's doing the same thing again. So I'm going to put it on the 6 speed and show the stall force there again. And just so you guys know, as I'm hitting that button, and I'll talk about this in a second, but you see the different speeds there on the back. So yeah, I'd estimate probably about somewhere 35, 40 pounds of stall force that this is taking. So now the stroke length on this is the distance that this attachment head is going back and forth. It's got a stroke length of 13 millimeters, which is a bit of, I guess, say average. A lot of the quieter ones, such as the Hypervolt, are typically around 10. So 13 is a pretty good number there. I typically would like something even higher, probably around 16 millimeters, but pretty solid for this one. I mentioned it's got 6 different speeds. In order to cycle through the speeds again, you just press this button. And the speeds, on the lowest speed, it's gonna be 1200 percussions per minute. I'm just gonna turn it off here. On the lowest speed, it's going to be 1200 percussions per minute, then up to 1500, 1800, 2100, 2400, and then it's going to max out at 2800 percussions per minute on that 6 speed. So certainly a few different variances there, depending on what you're looking for. It's not an adjustable device at all, but it does have a slight angle. So you'll see the attachment head. I'd say, if this is 90 degrees, you're probably looking at maybe 100 degrees there. So it's not adjustable, but you do have a slight angle, and that's certainly helpful if you're trying to get your back or anything that's a little bit harder to reach. The battery life on it, when it is fully charged, depending on what speed and how much pressure you're applying, it says they claim that it's going to last somewhere between 3.5 to 6 hours. I mentioned you want to make sure you're going ahead and fully charging it for about 4 to 5 hours. Now, the one thing that's pretty cool about this that I haven't seen, so in addition to the charging port that's on the bottom, they also have a USB charging port on the handle here, which you can just basically use your cell phone charger on. So that's something that's nice if you're traveling or just looking to have less cords around. Having that USB charge is a nice little convenience. The battery on it is not removable, so it is a fully built-in battery. So, if you're gonna travel with it, just keep that in mind that you're gonna have to probably put this in your entire check bag, or the entire thing in your check bag. The noise on this, on the lowest end, I measured it to be 55 decibels, all the way up to the highest speed at 72 decibels. At 55, it's certainly really quiet, and as you guys could hear when I was using it there a little bit earlier, you can certainly talk over it. It's not overly loud. It's not like some of those original generation massage guns that you couldn't even hear yourself think. So certainly nothing to complain about there. The weight of it is 2.1 pounds. Well, that's definitely lighter than most massage guns. It is kind of off-centered with the weight. So all the weight is in this handle, and it just, I've weighted, it is only 2.1 pounds, but it just feels a lot heavier. And I don't know if it's because the handle's so long and that's just where most of the weight is all over this one part of the device. But it does have a good amount of weight to it. So I would say if you're concerned about it feeling heavy, it might be something to avoid just with this one. But other than that, 2.1 pounds is certainly very light when it comes to massage guns. You saw the case that it comes with. Probably one of the best features of this is the price. So it is currently priced at $150. You can get it on LifePro's site. You can get it at a few other sites as well, Amazon being one of the other places. So in terms of a budget massage gun, this is probably one of the first massage guns that I found that for a relatively low price point, it actually does a really, really good job and comes with some solid features. I love this attachment on it. There is no auto shut off on it or any sort. So as soon as you're using it, you can use it as long as you want. It's not going to shut off after 10 or 15 minutes like some massage guns have. And as with all LifePro products, they have a lifetime warranty. So I'm going to keep trying this and see if I keep having those issues with it. Again, I don't know if it's because I don't have the battery fully charged yet. But if I keep having that, I'm definitely going to be reaching out to LifePro and having them send me a new device. I'll go ahead and just show myself using it a few times with some B-roll clips here. But in terms of any criticisms that I would have for this device, the one main criticism that I have is just the on-off of this twist function is just really kind of odd. I don't get why you can't just have this, so you press and hold this button to turn it on and off. I guess the good thing is you're not going to bump it to turn it off at all, but it's just kind of odd. It seems like a weird way to have it turn on and off. And then obviously the issue that I had where it was just kind of oddly shutting off or cycling through the speeds there. So hopefully it doesn't keep doing that, but I'll certainly let you guys know in the comments if I resolve that issue. I do wish, this is a relatively new device to my knowledge on LifePro's site. I do wish that they incorporated some sort of Bluetooth app. They have so many different massage guns now in their line that, having a Bluetooth app that you could connect with all of them, just knowing where it seems the massage gun industry is going, I think that's something that they could have incorporated. And then I guess just a small one, I do wish it had some adjustability to it, but a lot of people don't use that, and obviously the more moving parts you add, the more complications you add in. But this is an absolutely great value for $150 to have a relatively high stall force. Other than the one issue, it was working great. When I first got that, I should add that, when I first got it, it was working fantastic. And as I was playing around with it for about an hour before this video and just trying different things with the stall force and just turning it off and adjusting the speeds, it just started kind of getting funky on me there. So before that, really, really happy with what it was doing, but do just want to be fully transparent that I did have those issues. So if I were to give it a Best Massage Tech score based on 12 different categories, which if you guys are wondering, you can check the spreadsheet in the description. But this is getting a score of 9 out of 12. So it's actually going to tie for third for all the massage guns that I've tried, which is about almost 40 now at this point, I think. So again, really solid device for a really solid price point. If you do have any questions about it, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I do always appreciate those that like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for some giveaways that are going to be happening over the next few videos. And I'm also going to be diving into some new products that I haven't done on my channel before. So anyways, that is the LifePro Dyna Sphere massage gun. That's a review.